Many of you have expressed interest in signing up with me on Patreon, but you want to hear a couple of samples of some of the content that you can expect to get from me on there. So I'm going to give you a couple samples. I'll leave links in the description below. Go click on them and you'll hear a couple of samples of the kind of content you can expect from me on Patreon. Once again, if you want to sign up, it's very, very easy. It costs $3 a month, which is about £2, and you can cancel at any time. There is no contract or anything like that. It's very, very straightforward. £2 a month is nothing. You can spend £2 a day and forget what you spend it on. So yeah, for that you get a minimum of 2 podcasts from me every single week. My Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series, you get one of those which drops every Thursday, and on Tuesday you get a topical podcast which is typically about, I want to say, 45 minutes to an hour long. Most of them are around that kind of length, 45 minutes to an hour. But the sample I'm going to leave you in the description below is a lot shorter than that. It's actually a video that used to be on YouTube, but I had to remove it from YouTube because YouTube have changed their policy in terms of what content they deem friendly or suitable, or however you want to phrase it. They've changed their policy on that and they're a lot more strict. So I had to remove it from YouTube, and I've uploaded the audio version to Patreon for you guys to listen to for free if you're non-patrons. Again, this is much shorter than the typical podcasts I drop every week on Patreon. My normal topical podcasts are, as I say, between 45 minutes and an hour. This is a short one just to give you a sample of the kind of thing you can expect from me. I'm a critical thinker. I critique society in general, different cultures, different ideologies. I critique it all. I have my own biases, I guess, or my own, how can I explain it? I have my own ideology, or I'm forming my own ideology, but that's an organic process. My ideology can change. Something which I thought may be a good idea last year, I might have changed my mind on it this year. You understand? Generally, it takes a few years for me to completely change and do a 180 on a particular topic, but you know, my views today are very different than my views were 10 years ago, I can tell you that. Not all of them, but a lot of them have changed quite a bit, and I guess that's what they call maturing. Anyway, if you want to hear free samples, then click the links in the description below, and also if you want to sign up, there's a link to do that in the description below as well. And tonight I'll be doing my first live podcast, my first live stream on Patreon, and I'm contemplating whether or not to open it up to the general public, to my non-Patreon members. I may do that just to, again, give people a flavor of what they can expect from me on Patreon. So I don't know. In fact, I'm going to ask my patrons whether I should open it up to the general public, and then after that my live streams will be strictly for patrons only. For people who are signed up with me on Patreon, my live streams will just be for them. And when I mean live streams, I'm talking about my topical live streams, where I'll be talking about all kinds of different topics that people throw at me, maybe current events, things that are going on in the world of geopolitics, or in the celebrity world, or socially, or in religion, or whatever. I'll be covering current events like that in my Patreon live streams. So you know, this is totally separate from my boxing content. My boxing content on YouTube remains unaffected. Patreon is not about boxing content. It's my non-boxing content on there. Alright, so anyway, check out the links in the description below, and thank you to everyone who's already signed up with me on Patreon, and welcome to all the new members who are going to sign up after listening to the 2 samples. So yeah, catch you guys over there. It's Hatman, I'm out.